Hey guys, today I am in Indonesia on Komodo Island, home of the world famous Komodo Dragon. We've stopped off at Pink Sand Beach. So I wanted to do a quick walk around so you guys know what to expect and you can decide if you want to come here on your trip to Komodo. Stay tuned to the end to see snorkeling videos, aerial shots, and some shots of the beach itself. There are many pink sand beaches in the region. This is the one just outside the main entrance to the national park. We're just walking up the pier here. Got a few different stalls on the beach. These guys are mainly selling knickknacks. Hello sir, how you doing? Some of these restaurants are selling coconuts and beer and water, some basic snacks. Now here's the beach itself and the infamous pink sand. Let's take a look at this. You know, I've heard people complain it's not that pink, but it actually looks pretty pink to me. It's, you know, in the afternoon on a weekday in peak season, there's maybe 30 people here. Definitely not overcrowded, which is important because this is not a large beach. I'm gonna walk down to the other end so you can see. It'll take me like, I don't know, not even 5 minutes. So these cliffs off to the side here, that's pretty much the end of the beach. That didn't even take me 3 minutes, I think. Quite small, but really beautiful, and the sand is very unique. And check out all this very interesting coral down here. Red pieces of coral, which has got to be where the sand color is coming from. You can see it all over the place. Little pieces, big pieces. Now, let's see what happens if we take a bit of a step off the beach here. Wow, look at all this coral. Keep in mind, this is a very wild island, so watch out for snakes. Theoretically, there could be Komodo dragons here, but I've heard that's not really an issue. It's quite pretty up here, and I think you could definitely go for a bit of a hike if you had some sort of protection, just in case there's a Komodo somewhere around here. I'm not really sure if there are or not. Let's see what happens if we hike up to the top. You can see this is a nice little view from up on the hill. From up high, the pink sand can be clearly seen in contrast with the clear blue water. Komodo Island is a rugged and beautiful place with steep mountains jutting up out of the sea. The ocean is teeming with wildlife, perfect for snorkeling and diving. Next, it was time to head over towards the pier and jump in the water. The waves are strong, and the terrain has a steep drop-off shortly offshore. There is a mixture of warm and cold currents. This creates a huge diversity of corals and fish that live down below. We even saw one gigantic sea turtle. But the largest collection is the area around the pier itself. It is truly teeming with schools of fish. They must come there daily to eat the scraps thrown off the tourist boats. All in all, it was an excellent snorkeling location, and I would love to go back anytime. All right, now we are leaving Komodo Island behind once and for all and heading over to where the manta rays live. So I ended up buying some of the local liquor. It's called Sopi. Really, really harsh, like moonshine type liquor. The crew asked if they could have some, so they're very happy to try some. It's actually kind of good, but man, it's strong. You gotta be careful with it. Wow, guys, just look at this sunset. The main visitor center and the place that we visited earlier to see the dragons is on the south coast in a big cove. So now we're over here on the east coast and we're gonna sleep here tonight, but tomorrow we're gonna go check out Manta Cove and White Sand Beach. Manta Cove, as you might guess, has a bunch of manta rays. And White Sand Beach is basically just a sandbar in the middle of the ocean, and it's absolutely beautiful in the morning, our guide says.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, everybody. It is day 3 on a boat in Komodo National Park in Indonesia. And today we're gonna keep moving in this big loop that we've been doing the last 2 days. Last night was really magical in this spot. It was a little bit windy. All the clouds blew away and we had the most amazing nighttime view. Woke up this morning just before the sunrise and got to witness the whole thing, which is really spectacular. Last night the crew caught like 15 small and medium fish just with a hook and a little line. So we ate extremely well last night. All right, time for breakfast. Pulau Karangan consists of 2 tiny islands. One is just a sandbar with a huge Indonesian flag, perfect for Instagramming. The other has some small bushes if you need to take a break in the shade. Next, I jumped in the water to go ashore. Unfortunately, this is not the place for snorkeling. Whatever coral used to be here is mostly dead. There were a few fish nearby though. After a short swim, I was on the island. Once ashore, I was surprised to find the sand fairly pink here as well. On the way back, was also pleasantly surprised to find some living coral reef, but not as impressive as other places we had been. All right, guys, so next up, we're gonna head to Manta Point, just down the ocean a little bit here. Hopefully see a giant manta ray. Not sure if I'm excited or scared. We are gonna prepare all of our snorkeling gear and just slowly drive along until we see one of these monsters. They can get up to 4 meters across, so this would be quite interesting if we can see them. This is our guide, Adyy. He is trying to spot the mantas. I better get ready. There's one over there?
It's over there.
Adyy, what happened, man? Where'd the mantas go? They smell me, I stink, they run away?
I don't know, but we try, yeah?
We saw a black-tipped shark about 1 meter long and some very large hump-head parrotfish. We may have come up empty-handed, but next up was an even more exciting location. Turtle Point is an amazing snorkeling area located in a protected bay at Pulau Besar. The water is so clear you can practically go snorkeling from the air, and there are dozens of giant sea turtles who call this bay home. We were super excited to jump in the water. Wow, guys, I am not a super experienced scuba diver or snorkeler, so I can easily say that is the best snorkeling I've ever done. There are extensive coral reefs out there that stretch for hundreds and hundreds of meters, fairly shallow, so you can really get up close, even just snorkeling. Add to that these massive sea turtles all over the place. I saw at least 4 or 5, but there's dozens out there, and the water is just crystal clear, warm temperature. You could stay out there for hours if you wanted to. All right, let's see what's for lunch. Ooh, caught more fish.
Yeah, fish.
So we've got some veggies, some ramen, and some freshly caught fish. They've battered the fish and they're frying it up over here. Wow, that smells incredible. Adyy, do you know what type of fish this is?
This one we call it kenapa? Kutamba. Kutamba. Ikan lokal. We say kutamba.
Kutamba.
Yeah, kutamba. Yeah.
Kutamba. So Turtle Town is located at Pulau Island, which is this really striking island behind me. It's got these like sheer cliffs that charge right up out of the ocean, which is pretty incredible. Very striking landscape. Okay, so this lunch is looking pretty good. We got our veggies, our noodles, and some locally caught fish. They fried this thing right up on the boat. Really good. And don't forget the watermelon. Nice. So fresh. All right. I'll take most of the fish. Let's see what happens when we throw it in the water. Good. There you go. There we go. Oh yeah, there's about 10 of them. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel for more about travel and food all over the world.